Hello everyone, I hope all is well. I wanted to share 5 critical issues that are facing online education today. The first is equity. Equity in online learning is an issue within our present context. Many individuals do not have the internet connection or the equipment necessary to access online learning environments. For example, in Jamaica, not all students will have access to the internet. The reality is we have to fix the equity divide to ensure that everyone has an equal opportunity to the technology that requires them to be successful. One strategy that can be deployed to narrow the digital divide is to foster partnership between the public and private sector to ensure students have access to the required internet and, to some aspect, equipment required for their online learning. Compounding this issue of equity is the issue of funding. Not all schools are funded equally within the context of the United States and, of course, other countries. We need an educational funding system that will allow for all students to get the required education regardless of where they live or regardless of their parents' financial background. Another factor that sometimes makes it difficult to navigate education and the landscape is the number of students per teacher. That has always been an issue in education. Today, especially online in higher education, there is a move towards increasing class sizes because it's online. Not because the class is online means the teacher will have to do less. As a matter of fact, it could be more. So educators need to understand that huge class sizes will not benefit the student experience. Another critical issue in our education system is politics. Politics has somewhat shaped our curriculum, and more now than ever, we can see the debate taking place in the United States. I am saying that while we see the importance of politics and we cannot divorce ourselves from politics and the curriculum, it is important that we advocate for a system that deals with social justice, equity, and inclusion. In addition, the curriculum should be relevant to the context. The next issue I'd like to address is accessibility and inclusion. While accessibility has been a dominant feature in the United States national curriculum, I would say that inclusion is developing. Many individuals should understand that accessibility is also a part of the inclusion process. So therefore, you have to consider how you create content. Individuals might not be able to access the curriculum based on the design, based on its cultural relevance, and so forth. Therefore, as educators, we need to plan proactively to address these accessibility issues and also develop strategies for greater inclusion that is relevant to the context or student profile in which we are teaching or delivering our lesson. And finally, we seem to have lost certain things as we move from the face-to-face to online. And why do I say this? In many situations, we see individuals are practically moving their face-to-face to online without making the proper adjustments to ensure that their class is tailored for the online learning environment. You can't just say, because this is a face-to-face course, I'm just going to bring it over to the online learning environment and it should be okay. The online learning environment requires planning. Therefore, I'm asking individuals, as you move your course to the online learning environment, take time to understand what online learning and teaching is really about. There are so many areas that you have to address to ensure that that course goes okay. Remember, you're not going to be there face-to-face, so someone might need to ask a question. Therefore, you would need to design your course in such a way that students will not ask as many questions in the online learning environment. This means you have to really plan out your lesson for the entire semester if it's possible. However, there's good news. If you design your course well, it means the next time when you're going to deliver that course online, it should be okay. All you have to do is to use your students' feedback and improve that course for the next time you're delivering it. It is easier than the first time. When you think about the crisis in online teaching and learning, you can help to solve them. That's a few of my critical thoughts and strategies, and I look forward to hearing from you in our discussion. Thanks.